I'm Abel, this is Kane, we're Kane and Abel, and welcome to 100 Years of Magic.
Part magic show, part sort of talk and lecture, although that's a little bit of a technical
Well, it's
word,
not a lecture, it's not
on the history of magic, and we're actually going to be teaching you some of the secrets to how some magic tricks are done.
That's right, we are going to be showing you some of our favourite tricks of all time and showing you some of the inner workings of them. Now, we've got a lot to get through and we want to be able to teach you as much as possible. So, our way of communicating with you is we have another third magician. And they
A
are
member of the magic
a
circle.
member of the magic circle. We can't name them because they might be kicked out for aiding us in passing on some secrets. But they will be sat and they will be on our messaging system now. So say hi to them and they'll say a quick hi back. If you have any questions throughout the duration of this show workshop, then they will message you. So if you want to go, but how do I do this exactly? And what if this happens? Ask those questions and we will get to it.
We're going to start off with a card trick here. I've got an ordinary pack of cards just here. I'll just show you there or there. Abel has an envelope.
I do, I've got a little envelope here. Don't read it too. My goodness, I'm advertising a company there. I've got a little envelope here and I'm going to hold that like that for you all to see. Nicely sealed little bag here.
Now this is an ordinary packet of 52 cards. For anyone that thinks we may be cheating, that we're using more or less than 52 cards, we'll quickly count them.
52, got them all,
looked
brother.
okay to
Every
me.
single one.
And we need to have a card selected. Luckily, we have got a member of the audience. You can stay where you are right now, Bryony. Bryony actually works for the Etc Theatre where we're performing today. I'm just going to run my thumb down the corner of the cards here. Bri, just say stop anytime you like. Whenever you stop me, that'll be your card. You ready?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So just shout stop.
Stop.
Just there. Now, Bryony, you stop me just here at this card. Can you see that card from where you are, from your seat?
Yeah.
And just remember, I'll show this around to the camera.
Lovely. Now in here, Bryony, I have in my envelope, I have a prediction. Now this is a very special envelope because I can turn this round and you should be able to see, there's my prediction. And I think you'll find it's a...
You're a little off there, Abel.
Hold on a moment. I'll just get this out and show you here. This is an issue here. Sorry, so it isn't the... It's not the King of Spades.
The King of Diamonds you had as your prediction there.
This isn't all of my prediction, Bryony, though. See, my prediction is, in fact, these three kings would be the only ones that I've got, and you would pick the remaining king.
Ooh.
Yeah, and now at this point, Abel, I think we'll pause for about 2 or 3 minutes of applause whilst everyone at home picks their jaws up off of the floor.
Yeah, and please do send in a little comment. Let us know what you think about this trick, because in a few moments we're going to be teaching you exactly how to do this. But
we're going to keep the magic moving. Bryony, could you come up and join us on stage for this next bit? You'll get a ripple of applause. Send your emojis through for Bryony. Bryony, you can just come on to the left of me if you wouldn't mind. Now, we asked you to bring some cash money with you. Have you got that cash money with you right now?
Yes.
Goodness me.
She got... hello.
What's this?
Been in the sewer or something? What is... It's green, Kane. What is it? It's American dollars. Fantastic.
Are you going on holiday or anything?
Probably not right now.
So that we know that this is yours, will you just sign your name on it? And you can cover as much of the note as you like. Make it big and bright and bold.
Lovely. I'm going to take that just for a second and I'm going to show that to our main camera here. And you've done joined up writing and you've written Bri, I believe, there. Yep. So that is Bri's signed $20. Unless she has a habit of signing $20 bills, this should be the only one in the whole world like this.
Now what I'm going to do, Bryony, is I'm just going to fold up your note like this. Nothing else in my hand. We go 1, 2, 3. Now this is the moment you really want to watch for. On 4, with a little bit of luck, it changes, Bryony, into 5 American dollars. And there is a little souvenir for you to keep. You may go back to your seat. Thank you very much, Bryony.
Off she goes. Yeah, send your emojis. Would you have been happy if the trick was to end like that? Bri, did you like that trick?
It was okay.
Yeah, you should like it. It cost you $15, Bri. I tell you what, Bri, come back here. Come back here. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look here. Let's see if Kane can help you out there.
Do you want to see the trick again?
Yeah.
Have you got another $20 on you at all?
No.
Just a little joke, Brian. I tell that every day. Don't worry about it. We will attempt to reverse this back to its original state. Nothing will go up my sleeves. There is nothing in my hands whatsoever. We fold once, twice, 3. This is the moment just here. Get ready for it. On 4, with a bit of luck, it changes into a $20, but not any $20. Your signed Bryony $20. Lovely stuff. Now, Bryony, no, don't go anywhere past me that. Now, Bryony, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of an object, an item, something quite easy to draw on. I just want you to sketch it on the back here. So it could be a small house, could just be a cross, it could be something like that. Kane, you still... I've got a pen, don't worry, I've got a pen. I thought you had one. Yeah, I've got one. It's in here. Lovely. So just a little, do it quite big, but just a very easy, it could be a stick man or just something on the back there that you know you would recognise. So go ahead and just sketch anything you want on there. And we'll have a little think. And you can send some emojis. What would you send? What would you write on the back of your note if you were doing this at home? Have you done it? Now it doesn't matter if we see. I will take that. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to have to cut that bit out. The feed is going to drop down. She's written $1 there. She's written a pound sign. So we have a $21 note. Yeah, there we go. Right, hold out either of your hands. Just the one that you're going to catch, little baby. Oh, you've caught a baby before, haven't you, Bryony? Take hold of the note.
Yeah.
Big tight fist around there. Don't let me anywhere near you. All right. Now, Abel, who should be stood somewhere over there. Look, there he is. He came out of the toilet, which you know where it is because you work here, just down the corridor on the right there, and he had a piece of tissue on his shoe. How embarrassing! There it is. The piece of tissue.
It's the pooey tissue, Brian. It's the pooey tissue. There it is, and Kane's going to take
Thank you very much.
a second.
Hold out your other hand, because I'm going to give you now the piece of tissue to hold on to in this hand. All you have to do is remember which hand has the note in and which one has the tissue.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to let you come centre stage. This is your moment to shine. And I'm going to pass you all now over to the miracle worker himself. That is Abel. There she is.
Molly, my friends amongst the congregation this afternoon, I've got one question for y'all. It's a very easy question, and I want y'all to type it onto y'all little computers there and let us know. Are y'all ready for a miracle?
Woo! Yeah!
I can hear him.
Woo!
Are they sending things? Neil? I don't think we've got enough. Are y'all ready for a miracle? I want yes, no, emojis. I want to hear from y'all. Bryony, are y'all ready for a miracle?
Yes.
And Bryony, one more question. Are y'all annoyed by my accent?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go back to my normal accent. Right, what do you have in this hand?
Money.
Money. Be more specific.
$20.
$20. What do you have in this hand?
Tissue.
The tissue. Okay. Here's my question. Would it be a miracle if I could make this $20 bill go from this hand to this hand?
Yes.
And I could make the tissue go from this hand to this hand?
Yes.
It wouldn't, right? It would be a good trick.
Oh, okay.
However, if I can make that signed $20 with your little drawing of a pound sign on the back, go from this hand to that hand, and the tissue go from that hand to that hand, that would in fact be a miracle, right?
Yes.
Then is it okay if I gently touch your wrist?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to gently touch your wrist there like that. I'm just going to shake there like that. And I'm just going to... Is it okay if I gently touch his wrist? I'm just going to shake there like that. Bryony, a miracle has happened. The signed £20 note has gone from this hand and is now in this hand. The pooey piece of tissue has gone from this hand and is now in this hand. But I can tell what you want. I can tell what you want at home. You want more than this. You want a true miracle. So for a real miracle, not only will I make the note go from there to there and the tissue go from there to there, but a real miracle, I'm going to make them go back again. Now a little shape like this and a little shape like this. Now if this has worked, Bryony, what I want you to do is just pull this hand down a little bit, slowly uncurl the fingers so that we can see. Let's have a look. Do we have it? There it is. Okay?
Yes. You're struggling. Bryony, take one step to the left if you wouldn't mind. I don't want to touch you unnecessarily. You can rest that hand. It didn't quite work there, did it?
No.
A little disappointing. I tell you what, Bri, would you like it if I taught you a magic trick?
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to vanish this note. It's incredibly... You've lost interest there, haven't you? It's incredibly easy. You take the note, you squeeze it like this. You then get something like a little bit of magical fire. Okay, and we just warm up the hand like this. A little blow on there. The lighter goes on the table. With a little bit of luck, the note completely vanishes. Where it reappears, I don't know.
Right. I touched your wrist, but did I touch any of your fingers?
No.
Did I touch the palm of your hand?
No.
The back of your hand?
No.
And by all logic, what should you have in that hand there?
Tissue.
Tissue. So if you now had a $20 bill in there, what would that be?
A magic trick.
It'd be a magic trick. However, if you had a signed $20 in there, that would be what?
A miracle.
It would be a miracle! I know. It's such an amazing thought. I can see you've nearly bowled over with amazement at the idea that that note could be in that hand. So, Brian, if you stayed on that, tread on that X for me, I'll stay on my X. Bring your hand down like this. Slowly uncurl the fingers so that we can all see. It's there now. Let's have a look. The sign. You know what, Brian? Audience at home. Sometimes in life, if you want a real, true miracle, you gotta talk to the devil himself. Brian, I don't want to touch that, but pick that up quickly. In a magical puff of smoke, it won't be hot, don't worry. It won't be hot, don't worry. Pick that up, unfold that. It's smoking. Let's have a look. Do we have there? Here we go. I'll unfold it for you because you seem petrified of it. Look, I promise you, it's not cold. I wouldn't.
It's not real
hot.
smoke.
It's not real smoke.
It smells like real
Look,
smoke.
we've got there on the one side. We've got that pound.
That's my pound.
We've got there on the other side. That's your name. Fantastic. I've got another $20 I will give you to replace this little singed one there. But that is your signed note. Take hold of that. Bryony, a miracle?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, get out of here!
There we go. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Bridie. Now, the first magic lesson we're going to teach you today is if you ever perform this trick, when you set fire to the piece of tissue paper, use the glass provided by your double act partner just over there.
That's what that's for.
But anyway, we are going to get down to the nitty gritty, to the teaching. It is magic time. So we will start with the card trick. So a card was selected freely, perhaps, and Abel had all three of its partners in its envelope. Now, this is the secret to this, I suppose, is this was a card force. So we made Bryony pick the card that we wanted, which for, you've got it there.
I've got it there.
Which today was the King of Spades. Now, to start this trick, you can use any pack of cards you like, and we're actually going to teach you two methods to do this. One using sleight of hand, which is what I did for you guys today, and then one that, for anyone that can't do sleight of hand, luckily we've got an expert in not doing sleight of hand just here. Here's Abel. He will show you a way of doing this without sleight of hand. So, the King of Spades actually started life on the top of the deck, just like this. And for demonstration purposes, I'm actually going to turn it over so that you can follow its process like this. So, when we ask Bryony to select the card, what I actually do is I cut the card roughly into the middle of the deck, and I leave my little pinky finger just here.
Okay, and can we pick that up there? We picking that up?
Now, this is actually what it looks like from my point of view. I'm not over-exaggerating the size of the gap here. This actually is the size of the gap that I have. Now, this trick kind of works because you don't want your audience to be looking at you from behind, certainly, or even from the side. But because I am naturally pointing the corner of the deck to Bryony, as I ask her to say stop, your audience are only seeing this little bit here, which all looks very fair and above board. Now, the only other part of this is, as I run my thumb down here, you really can stop anywhere you like. You can ask the audience to, if they want to continue going, and you can go to any part of the deck you like. And then what actually happens is once they've said stop, when I pick up the card, rather than picking up here with my finger, I'm kind of using my hand like this. It's easy to remember it's my left hand at this point.
It is, yeah.
So as my finger comes in here, at the back, my thumb is picking up above my break that I've created, and we're picking up there. So that there is their card. So you know that they're going to have the King of Spades no matter what. So just once more, I'll show you that, and I think, boys, you're picking that up quite well from this angle. Mm-hmm. So I run my thumb down here, they say stop anywhere they like. My thumb comes in here, and you pick up there. At that point, you can cut the cards, and you then say, have a look at this card, and remember it. So I'll do that one more time for you with the card actually face down. So you start like this. if you're performing this to some friends over the internet, or even if you're walking into a room and walking up to someone, you don't actually have to start like that. If you find this to be a little bit difficult, you can actually start like this. So here is the king. You put that on there. You get yourself all nice and squared up, and so that you're holding the cards comfortably. And then you can walk up to your friend and say, "Hello, friend. Would you like to see a card trick?"
No, thank you. I'm
Oh, go on. I've learnt it off the internet, off Cain and Abel, the famous magicians.
Okay, go on then. That's fine. I've heard they're okay.
And I'll do this side on so that you can really see what's happening. Would you just say stop as I run my thumb down the corner? A little bit quicker than that, sir. Would you just say stop anywhere?
Stop.
Are you happy now, or would you like to continue a little?
Good. Do a few more if that's okay. Yeah, there. Perfect.
Just there?
Yes,
Would you remember that card?
I can remember that card. Yes.
Now, at this point, you're completely only really limited by your imagination as to how you want to reveal the card.
Yeah,
Really?
and over the past 100 years in the world of magic, people have gone through extraordinary lengths of where to reveal cards to. You know, they've been in blocks of ice, they've been in fish, even Penn and Teller, well-known magicians, did that. But this is kind of an idea that we've enjoyed, which is something that over the last 100 years has really resonated well with audiences, and that's the idea of the kind of the false reveal. So this is saying, here is your card. And what you're doing there is instantly everyone's kind of like, they probably think you're going to find the card. So when you don't find the card, it leaves a little bit of doubt in their mind. Do they know it? Are they idiots? They actually then care about the trick a little bit more. It adds a little bit more suspense. And then when you reveal that actually you have all three of the kings, and then that was the remaining one you needed, it's just a nice, different kind of vibe and a feel to that. But what I also want to do is I want to show you a different force, because Cain did mention that if you are unable to do any sleight of hand, and if you're quite young or in fact quite old, you might not be able to do any sleight of hand. But here's
Or if
something.
you just don't have the patience
Or
or
if
the
you don't have
time
the
to
patience,
sit
yeah.
in your room and play with cards all
Absolutely.
day.
You know, and that's something I never had. But here's my one piece of advice to you. If you can't do sleight of hand, if you find it hard, but you still want to be a magician, it's really easy. All you need to do, get yourself a brother that can do sleight of hand, and you're there. You're quid seeing. But if you don't have a brother, then this is...
We should pause now whilst everyone laughs.
Yes!
We should have a little pause whilst you all roll around on your settees on the floor at home.
This is a way that you can do it.
But no sleight of hand card
Yes,
force.
I'll use you for this.
Now, I actually don't know what you're going to do here, so
No.
I'm quite excited about this.
So as you can see, there is a deck of cards. I'm not holding any fingers anywhere, any gaps here. I'm going to kind of keep this here for you guys to see.
Are these Waddingtons?
These are Waddingtons.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Retro.
Yeah, Britain's favourite Waddingtons. So here's what I'm going to do. As I said, I'm not going to hold them, I'm not going to do anything. Cain,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, you're going to do all the work here.
Oh, I thought my part was over.
No, as the spectator, you're going to do all the work, which is going to create an even more impossible miracle. How can I force a card on you when I'm not even touching the deck? That is the question at home. Cain, we've got 52 cards here.
Uh-huh.
I think we've only got 45 minutes left of this.
Yeah.
So I want you to give me any number, you know.
Here's a little joke for anyone that was watching last week.
Yes.
0.
0, yes, well done. Who was that said Willow? Was it?
It was Willow, yeah.
It was Willow.
I hope Willow is watching. Willow, if you're watching, say hello.
Say hello. Say hi, Willow, and learn this trick. I'm sure you'd love it. So, Cain, any number for me, please.
Between 1 and 52.
1 and 52.
I'll say 14, just to...
14.
Yes.
So here's what you're going to do. I want you to deal down cards for me, okay? Like so.
Yeah,
And you-
onto the table.
On your table, and you're going to count them like this, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs, yeah? Okay, but what I want you to do is go ahead and count them for me onto the table like that, just on top there.
So I'm counting all 52.
Well, no, you're going to count to the number you picked.
Ah,
And what was
okay.
the number you picked?
14.
14. Deal it down then.
2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14.
And is this one mine?
That one's yours. Have a look at that. Do you like the look of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic. I'm
I
going to take
guess.
the rest of the cards off you.
Yeah.
Now here's what I'm going to do, Kay. I want you to reveal this in a moment, but you see in my top pocket I have another playing card. Okay, and obviously I'm not deviated too far, because as we know, the cards that we're using today is the King of Spades. Here's the King of Spades in my pocket. Go ahead and show it around for everyone to see that King of Spades. Turn it round.
I don't have the King's
Turn it
Spades.
round, let them see.
I've got the 7. We've got 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. I tell you what, if I was really a
Cut,
magician,
David.
no, don't cut it. If I was really a magician, what would I have here?
The 7 of diamonds.
The 7 of diamonds.
Oh, look at that.
There it is, the 7 of diamonds.
Well, you better show us quickly how that force works. That's actually a force, or are they all the 7 of diamonds?
No, these are not all the 7 of diamonds. Again, I will show you this nice and quickly. If you want to perform it exactly like this, you will need 2 decks of cards. If you signed up early enough for this workshop, you should have had a deck of cards that have arrived in the post, or they will be
Exciting.
arriving. Yeah. So what I would say, if you've got an old deck in the house, take an old card, put it in your top pocket or wherever, okay? And then take that new deck that you've arrived with, or just go and buy a deck, find a deck. And similar to Kane's force, what you're going to do is you're going to start with your force card, the 7, in my case, on the top of the deck. Okay. You're then going to ask your friend to name any number for
Are
you.
we friends?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, only on screen. Only on screen. So give me a number, Kane.
6.
6. So here's what you're going to do. It seems like you're just telling them the instructions. Okay, but what you're actually doing is reversing this to 6 in the deck. So you go 6. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and deal down some cards like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can go ahead and do that for me now.
I get to do it myself
Yeah.
with my hands?
Now what I've done there is I've reversed that to 6 in the deck. Now you'll notice when I did it, go ahead and just show them Kane that it is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
It's a 7.
Yes, it's a 7 at 6.
Yeah,
There it
lovely.
is. Now you'll notice I kind of just, I counted in my head when I did it.
That's
But
very clever.
as you're starting, an easier way is just to really explain to them. So what you're going to do is you're going to deal down like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there it's then, sweep them all up, pop them on the top, and you're there. But what I like to do is I normally count in 3s. So with a 6, I would say, what you're going to do is just count down to 6 like that. Okay, so that's my way of doing it quietly in my head. Is I don't speak when I deal. So have a little play with that. I'm sure that's something you can do if you can deal cards. You should be able to do it. And what we've shown you,
You pulled it out and
Yeah.
you pretended you had the wrong card?
it is. So this goes back to something inspired by Tommy Cooper. Tommy Cooper was a magician over the past 100 years. Mainly, well, he was active. I think 60s, 70s, and 80s. I might be wrong with one of those decades, but he's around for a long time. Tommy Cooper, well-known comedy magician. His act was always things going wrong. Okay, so what he's done there is he said, "I've got the King of Spades. Show me what you've got," and he's wrong. And again, it's kind of funny, it's interesting, it's that sort of comedic style that people enjoy. And also, if you're starting as a magician, which you might be if you're watching this workshop, people might expect you to get things wrong.
So in the end, it kind of makes people more interested
Yeah.
in the fact that you've got the real card,
Yeah.
because you've gone on this little journey together where it's wrong,
Yeah.
you've connected with everyone, and then when you reveal the card, people care about it more.
Exactly that. And also, you'll notice that I did something that all magicians have done over the past 100 years, and this is a really important thing. This is a method known as lying. Right? Because I said to you, I've got the King of Spades.
Yeah.
Show me what you've got. But I never had the king, I always had the 7. But in fact, you'll find 9 times out of 10, if you show this trick to someone, definitely if you show it to people that have been drinking, if you show this trick to someone and show them nothing else, and then if you ask them the next day or someone asks them about the trick, they would swear blind to you that you showed them the king and then it turned into the 7, because they'll forget. So it's just kind of a psychological thing there that you can have a play with. What we're trying to show you here though really is you are only limited by your own creativity. If you can learn one of those forces or both of those forces, you're in a position that a card can really appear from anywhere. You can end a trick any way you like.
Fantastic. And what we mentioned a little bit there about going on that journey and making people interested about the card actually being revealed.
Uh-huh.
And what we're going to do now is we're actually going to play you a little clip of one of our live shows when we actually have an audience here.
Ah.
And I think we're going to play it from when we've had a card selected and you've got it wrong. You've tried a few times. You've got the card wrong.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to show you a little clip of our show. And as we come out of that clip, we're actually going to almost pretend that we're performing it live, aren't
We're
we?
back on stage, yeah. So we're just going to show you one more reveal for you, and this is kind of leading into how we would do that with a live audience. So that's going to come for you now. It does seal
the Magical Slug have a fun theme song that we can all sing together.
Oh, no,
And the answer, Keith, is of course... Yes, he bloody does, Keith! So here's what's going to happen. I will sing the words that you all, so that you all know them. Then, we will all sing the song together as one big company. When we get to the end of the song, Keith, take those cards. Take them out of the case, and I want you to fling them just about here. Seal the Magical Slug will dive. He'll catch one card and one card only on his snout, and that will be your card, Keith. A miracle for Seal the Magical Slug. Can he find your card?
Probably not.
Why? Because he's a slug. Slug. Keith. What I wanted, Keith, was when I get to slug, you just fling them delicately here like this. Not when I go slug. Slug. At that point, just throw them at Lacey Alcohol.
We're going to have to sing the bloody song again now.
She's scared to death, the poor woman. Feel the magical slug. Good. Can you find your card?
Probably not.
Why? Because he's a slug. Aha! He's got what? Keith is the card. You picked this Pamela's Palace flyer.
You fool! You've thrown the cards in the air, they're all over the floor. We can't find the card now. You've really messed this up. Now we're live, we're back live here, Abel. I tell you what, you see this conveniently placed hoop on the floor? Jump inside. We will have a go. Rather than finding the card today, you are going to become the card.
Wow.
Because this hoop, Abel, this is a transformation hoop. When I lift this up above your head, you can become anything you want. Alright, so I'm going to lift it up on 3. Have a little countdown at home if you like here, guys. We're going to go 1. I'm going to plunge you into darkness. You're okay with that? Yep. 1, 2, 3. There he is, in a very clearly padded out leotard. Abel has become the King of Spades. So there you have it, people. That's what we found as our most fun way of revealing a card. You're only limited by your own imagination.
Those t-shirts look good.
Yeah, I might buy one myself.
I like that. That's very good. Welcome back to 100 Years of Magic with us, Kane and Abel. We hope you've enjoyed learning some magic so far. And we're going to teach you a little something now, aren't we, Kane?
We are going to teach you, and now I kind of said I was going to teach Bryony how to make something vanish in that little routine we did with a note. But I'm actually going to teach you how to do that vanish right now. But to make this interesting, our cameraman 2, David Lowe, are you still there, David? He is. I understand that you have had a go at learning this over another magic tutorial online video system.
Other magic teachers do exist.
So what I think might be quite interesting for this, Abel,
Yeah.
have you got a pen on you?
Yeah.
I do require that.
Yep.
Is I'm going to teach this to David,
Yep, there's a little bit of ink left in there.
and I think it's about time that you used your BTEC National Diploma in Broadcast Journalism
Right.
and stepped behind camera number one.
I'm going behind camera number one.
If that's okay.
Fantastic. All right, yeah. I will see David. Let's swap places.
Come this side of me, David. Now, during this trick, we used a note to vanish, and you can actually use anything you like here. A small piece of paper rolled up. So if you've got like a tissue or something like that, grab something. You can even do this with a coin. We're going to do this today, David, using a ball. Now, I'm going to pick up a ball here, and you'll see there's one for you there. That's been disinfected for your safety. So this is what is known in the industry as a French drop, which is also a cocktail at the Magic Castle. You've been to the Magic Castle, haven't you, David?
Yes.
Nodding along there, which is in LA. So, just so that you can see how we did it again, what actually happened is I took the ball, I held it over here, I then got a little bit of magical fire to light up my hand like this, a little blow like that, goodness me, hocus pocus, and witcherycraft has occurred, the ball has completely vanished. Now what actually happens, it's over here in my pocket now, is as I take the ball, I'm holding it here between my thumb and this finger. So you can hold this like this as well, Dave, if you like. Or you can hold it there, however. I quite like to hold it there, it gives you a little bit more room. But it's completely up to you. So we're holding this in our right hand. Our left hand is coming over like this. We're acting like we're taking the ball, but what actually happens is we just drop the ball into our other hand like this. Yeah, just like that. Fantastic. So I'll do this from behind. We take it like this, and then it vanishes.
It's magic.
It is magic, isn't it? The most important thing about this, David, is when you do this, you'll notice I take the ball, and my head and my eyes and my body language goes with the ball. So that's where your audience will look. If you do it like this, it looks silly,
That's
doesn't
how I'm
it?
gonna do it.
It looks absolutely silly. You also kind of need, that's why I use the lighter as well, it's to dump the ball, first of all, but it's also just a little bit of, they're looking here, you get the lighter, light it up, it's vanished. And again, it can reappear anywhere you like. People have done this for years and years and years, David. And back in the day, they might have used something like magic wand. This is the funniest magic wand I've got. So 100 years ago, you would have used a magic wand. You take the ball, take the wand, give it a little wave like that, completely vanished, and then like that, and it might come back. Okay?
Yeah.
Have a go.
Okay. Without the magic wand?
You can have the magic wand if you
I
like.
don't know.
No?
No.
Pretty good, pretty good. The one thing I would say is maybe pause a little bit before you open this hand. Yeah? And now open it. Okay. That's pretty good. I think that looks quite good. Is that looking good on camera?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And I might just do this a few more times like this so that you can see. And at home you can start by practicing by just doing this. It looks silly, but you just start by dropping the ball and then doing both fingers at the same time, and away it goes. And obviously you can do this using any object you like, and we might just do it once more for fun. David, you can keep that ball. It's a little, put it in your pocket. Have you got a small item on you, like a coin or something like
I
that?
do. I've got a coin.
Now, so that we know it's your coin,
Yeah.
will you just sign your name on it?
Will.
And whilst you're doing that, I'm actually going to show you my favourite version of the French drop. You don't need to get David too much. So you can do it if you've got a little biscuit or something at home. You can take the biscuit like this. You then reach up into the air and get some magical dust, just like this. Magical dust comes in the air, and lo and behold, I hope we brought a broom. It's completely vanished.
That's amazing.
Where did the biscuit go, David? I don't know. Right, you've signed the coin.
Yeah, I've done a little deed.
What does that stand for? Fantastic. So I'm going to take your little D, your little coin, and exactly the same as before. We're going to take it like this, and this is kind of how you would do this trick if you were doing it this day. I've got some hand sanitizer here. Grab that hand sanitizer, put a little squirt onto my right hand. Fantastic. And what have I got here?
My coin.
Your coin. Watch this.
Wow.
Completely vanishes.
Very good.
Okay, and you see this is just a very sort of normal thing to grab out of your pocket at the moment. Any idea where the coin is?
No. No idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Where should it be?
In your hand? Well, it was in your hand. Oh, in your pocket.
It should be in my pocket,
Yeah.
shouldn't I? Now, the audience at home, David, they might be one step ahead of you at the moment,
Oh, yeah.
you know, because I'm a double act. If you look back over to camera 2 over there, Abel has got something in his hand. You can go right up close, have a little look. Is that your coin, David?
It actually is.
Signed
yeah.
with your name?
That is really good.
There we go.
How did you do that then?
Yeah, very well. I know, that's it. Okay, David, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can go back onto camera 2.
Here it is. My goodness.
I know.
There's a trip hazard here now.
Well, actually, that makes it more secure.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, it does.
So please do comment in the little section there, and our member of the Magic Circle will be answering any questions. We might put some pictures up or something like that
Maybe.
of slides.
Yeah.
And we will hang around. Me and Abel will as well hang around after this live feed to that I've
They'll be
some,
finding you on Facebook.
I know.
now. Sorry.
I've somewhat revealed the mystery behind the miracle here.
Okay.
As you can see, guys, this is not a real egg. I know it's disappointing, isn't it, David? This is in fact a magician's egg, and the handkerchief is merely just discreetly hidden inside. But I tell you what, as a little bonus trick, we weren't planning to reveal this one. I'll actually quickly show you the workings of this trick right now. So the first thing you need is 2 silk handkerchiefs. It's important these are the same colour. The first handkerchief starts life in your left-hand trouser pocket. It was really there from the beginning, David. Now, the magician's egg. This is a magician's egg, just here. This is like a sort of hollowed out wooden egg, not an egg laid by a magician.
Ooh.
And I place this in my left-hand jacket pocket, so that starts just there. You then need to take the handkerchief off your slightly intoxicated brother.
Shh, don't tell them. It's nearly 4 o'clock at the weekend.
If you don't have a brother, don't worry. You can do this trick using your sister. I actually tried it a few times with my brother dressed up as my sister. Now you then place the handkerchief, I'm just stuffing this inside of the egg. In it goes. You then want to create a small piece of this direction, maybe a little magical blow. Did you do a little magical blow?
I've done a little bit of blow this afternoon. It's nearly 4 o'clock on a Saturday.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
But we've found Bryony's level over there now, haven't we there? A little blow on there, and there you have one pretty real looking egg. That's relatively real. And the handkerchief, of course, is there. There it is, inside the pocket.
Ken,
Yeah?
I'm beginning to see the problem here in breaking the magician's code. I'm beginning to see the problem here in revealing a workshop at all.
Hmm?
What I was expecting right now was that our facilitator on the typing would be acknowledging us about all the emojis that we've been sent.
Well, I see.
The clapping, the whooping and the cheering.
I get your point, Abel.
Hmm.
This isn't a perfect magic trick.
It's not.
You know, if someone wants to examine the egg at this point, they can't because it's made of plastic or wood. If you can get a plastic or a wooden one, you can normally get these from like joke shops. And if ever someone watches you from behind or the side, like Bryony actually is today, they'll be able to see a bit of the handkerchief sticking out the hole at the back here. But what we kind of hoped to achieve really by doing this workshop is that if you know a little bit about magic, you know, so you now know how to force a card and you know how to vanish an item, you can use those skills to create your own magic tricks and to create whatever you like. And this is kind of the same really, because if you're a real magician and if you work hard enough and research, and we recommend you go down to your library if they're open and get magic books, then you might be able to do something like this.
And it is, of course, a real egg. It's a real egg.
There's an egg in a glass, people. That's
There's
actually
an egg
happening.
in a glass.
This is-
Now, tomorrow at 11 a.m. is it, Kane?
Ah, yes, I forgot we were going to do this.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Kane is going to do what with the egg?
On our Instagram Live, we'll
Yep.
attempt to do it on Instagram Live. We won't stream it like this. I am going to cook this egg. because we do not like food waste.
Yeah.
So join me. I don't think you're going to be there. We'll
I'm
do it
not-
from my kitchen.
I'm not going to come round to your house. No, I'm not.
Join me at 11 a.m. tomorrow on Instagram Live.
Sorry, is it 11 a.m? Because you kind of said it like 11 a.m.
I know, at the time I thought that's quite early because I've got to get back overnight. But anyway, let's say 11 a.m. and I will cook this egg however anyone requests it, really. Boiled, fried, poached, whatever you want.
So you can message on the Instagram live when Kane goes live, or you can message now what you would like, scrambled, boiled. I don't know how many ways you have eggs, but that was 100 years of magic. It was our little window into the world of magic, teaching you some tricks. Hopefully you will learn a little bit about some of our favourite magicians along the way. As we said, we're going to be available now. I think we're just going to put a sort of a general screen up so that we can both type to you and we can get those questions really answered in a lot of detail for you. We're going to do that now. And guys, thank you ever so much for joining us here on this live stream. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you very much.